Skip, 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 skip. 1,500 shows. Yeah, you did it. Wow. Thank you to all the fans and the people who watch it and keep him going, inspire him. And Skip, I think you're amazing. And I love what you do, and I love what you share in the world. And I love you. I hope y'all have a good show. Happy 1,500 AV Geeks Lunchtime Streaming.
Hello, everybody. We are live at EMEA in Baltimore and at a conference hotel. And I found a little secret place which is next to escalators it's a little hidden hideaway. And I'm joined with Stephanie Sapienza, who is a longtime friend and peer. She actually helped host the Bastard Film Encounter here in Baltimore pre-COVID, and is taking on her own project of digitizing 16mm films from a library, part of the Greenbelt Cinema collection, and is just a general friend to 16mm, and is an awesome karaoke partner. So
that's true.
Yeah.
That's the only true thing he said so
far. The thing is, and this is why I like coming to these conferences, is that everybody that I meet, they're wonderful, open, friendly people, and they're also diverse in what they do and what they like. They don't just sit and talk about films all day. They'll talk about other fun things, and karaoke is one of these things that you gather people together. You're like, we're gonna go do karaoke at this place, and so you've already done one so far,
yep.
Right? And then there's one tonight, maybe?
Yes.
Yeah, so there you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
I think someone said at the opening keynote, Mike Michon, that we're a scrappy bunch. And I would totally agree. We're scrappy because this field it's hard to make your mark and carve out your niche and hold your space for what you want to do. You have to kind of be a little scrappy to get that done. So.
Yes. Well, thank you for joining us on this. This is our 1,500th episode. And we also are celebrating the fact that we have more than 200,000 subscribers. So thank you, everybody out there. But also thank you, Stephanie, for doing what you do. I appreciate it. So today I'm not going to show new stuff. I'm going to show old stuff. But I'm trying to coordinate because we have a lot of guests coming on. So we're going to revisit, because this show is all about magic moments. So I'm going to revisit the Magic Moments series that Encyclopedia Britannica did. So we're going to watch Bang. Enjoy. I love that film so much. So much. So, some of you that have been watching this show since it started mid-March 2020 might recognize this guy. This is Jason Evans Groth, and he used to work at the NC State Library, and we used to do shows.
We did.
We did virtual shows, and before that, I used to work with you. So, what's going on with you?
Well, Skip, I won't bury the lead. I just got hired as the curator of the moving image section at the Library of Congress, National Audiovisual Conservation Center, which I don't think I would have ever even thought of applying for had I not learned about you in grad school, Indiana University, where I worked with esteemed colleagues Rachel Stolce and Andy Urich, who talked about you as a beacon, a pillar of the community in preservation and access especially. I think I did a project. I met you first because I did a project about you.
Yes.
Nice long telephone interview. And then when I got offered the job at NC State as the digital media librarian and born digital curation specialist, you sort of convinced me that I should take it by taking me on a wonderful tour of downtown Raleigh.
That's right.
A very dead night in downtown.
Yeah.
And then we started doing regular events at the Hunt Library and D.H. Hill Junior Library at NC State in 2014, and then became buds. I've gotten to see you in crazy performance pieces at and in addition to every professional conference that I've gone to.
Yes.
We've shared really spicy food.
Yes.
We've made jokes.
Yes.
And you've taught me a lot about the importance of access and without being really a gatekeeper to any of the cool things that you have and want to share with other people.
Right.
So, I think of you as the model of oh wow, now I'm in a position where I can help people do things the way that I see you help people doing things.
Nice.
But I've only been there for 7 weeks, so
yeah, and some of that was shutdown time too.
It was, applying for grocery store jobs. If you'd like to know what a new person at the federal government goes through when furlough happens 5 weeks into their tenure, please let me know. Get in touch. I'd love to tell you that story. I feel like every federal worker would like you to know what we were doing when we were told we couldn't go to work.
Yeah. But so the fact that we were able to do things at the library but virtually was a big deal.
It was.
To continue some sense of normalcy. And I know that some of you out there watch some of these episodes where they were later in the evening as opposed to the lunchtime show, and we would have experts and they would talk about it. It was fascinating. It was so great that you facilitated that, and it gave me a sense of, all right, I'm still, even though I'm locked down, I'm still able to do what I like to do. And so I appreciate that.
I'm so glad you wanted to do it. I felt the same in that, where do you go when you don't have the structure? What do you do? Well, I think playing to your strengths, right? Like getting together with people who are saying interesting things, interested in sharing cool stuff and ideas and movies. It was really one of the best, the things I looked forward to the most during lockdown.
Right. So mutual admiration society going on here. We love each other.
Yeah, it's
and
true.
I'm happy that he's going to be only a couple hours away from me in Culpeper. I love that facility. It's an amazing place. It's in a former coal mine, I think.
Mm-hmm. So many different former things going on in that facility.
But it's really an amazing space. But yeah, let's watch some more of these magic moments. And thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
All right. All right, so many guests. All right, this is my very good friend, Katie Trainer. Katie and I met her at the first EMEA that I went to, which was in Minneapolis.
Oh, right.
And I don't even know what year that was. A long time ago.
I don't remember.
But actually, I kind of met you, I think,
In
at
the
Orphans, but I really met you
2000s or
and hung
something?
out.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you were just this amazing force. Like, you weren't...
Sweet.
You were... I don't even know what you were doing. You were like...
I did archival screening. Was I at the IFC Center then?
Right.
I don't know.
Right.
I wasn't at MoMA then.
No, it was before IFC. Yeah. So you're
pre-IFC. So just after Selznick School. I went to the Selznick program in 2001.
Right. Yeah, and so the Selznick program is...
Oh, the Selznick program is... I want to lead in a little more. Okay, is the certificate program, but now you can do a master's, but it's at the George Eastman Museum in Rochester, New York, and you can study film preservation and archival studies. And it's very intensive, year-long course, and you do a lot of film handling, and you're taught subjects by visiting professors or visiting expertise in the field on cataloging and all sorts of things. So, and it was very rewarding, and I'm so glad I went there. And then that introduced me to this community, the EMEA community, and then I get to meet like my lifelong friends, like Skip.
Yeah, yeah. We so Katie, like, to toot your horn, you're at MoMA now.
Yes.
Some of the projects that you have worked on that I thought were amazing is one, you helped with the restoration of Night of the Living Dead.
Yes, that's kind of one of the highlights. If like when I retire eventually, and people say, "What did you do at MoMA?" That's in my top 5.
Right, and part of that
I got to work with George Romero.
Yeah, and part of that was also you did a lot of sound restoration work, and it is if you haven't seen it, it's an amazing. Visually, it's stunning, but the audio is always suffered in every version I've ever seen, and the fact that you took so much time and energy to do that was really phenomenal.
Well, that was the reason George he agreed to restore it and be part of it, because because he had these things that have bothered him for so long about the sound. It was mainly about the sound for him, and not about the picture. Right. I mean, there were some for the lovers of Night of the Living Dead, there's many Easter eggs in that film for people, and that only they know about because they've watched it so many times. And so when we were doing the picture with him, he wanted to take some things out, and I talked him off the ledge. I was like, George, you cannot do this. Your fans will be so disappointed that you took out these Easter eggs that they painstakingly discovered. So he decided that was okay to keep them in. But the sound was a different thing. Yeah, he really went to town on the sound.
And you also helped with Basket Case?
Yes,
restoration?
That was another one with Frank Henenlotter's Basket Case, the first one. We haven't done the sequels or anything like that. But yeah, that was, because it's a very New York film. You see these scenes of Times Square before it got all, gentrified. Disneyfied, that's even better. No, I was going to say gentrified, but definitely Disneyfied. And he was a delight to work with, and he was so happy. And that's another highlight. Yeah, I really like that film.
And so another project that people probably don't know is all the work that you've done with the Warhol films that MoMA owns, but actually the rights are owned by the
copyright is owned by the Warhol Museum.
But the fact that you helped get all this stuff scanned at higher quality, and did you want to talk about what's going to be happening next week?
Oh, you mean in January to Save and Project? Is that what you're talking?
Or the what you did with some of the box that showed up, or your
yeah. Oh, so yes, there's some. This is a little bit of a secret, like a reveal. So, but it's kind of out there. My colleague Greg and I discovered a box of unprocessed Warhol that we've gotten processed. Short story. It's a longer story, but short story. Out of 80 some rolls, 50 some have image, so we're going to be, Greg Pierce, who formerly worked at the Warhol Museum, is going to be putting a program together of these for February 2nd at MoMA, and it's going to be, it's the new screen tests, new footage from Sleep, new couch material, some people we don't even know who they are, and then, just as a warning for those that are a little puritanic or purity, like there's a lot of racy material.
Racy material,
and
yeah.
we're going to be showing that, so you're
Yeah.
going to see some male genitalia.
Yep. So Greg Pierce has been on the show. He was part of the Orgone Cinema, Orgone Archive, and he was scanning stuff. So you guys have met Greg, and so they together were working through all this Warhol stuff. And so the fact that you've been able to find and process and now premiere,
I couldn't do it without Greg.
Yeah.
Greg is really, to be honest, he is the foremost in the world on Warhol. Not only the material, but the all the players and the people involved.
Yeah. So if you're in New York,
February 2nd, Momo.
February 2nd, come on.
It's part of our To Save and Project series.
But, Katie is one of the people, the reason why I continue to interact with Amia. She's one of the good people who also has other things that, I just love about her. And so, longtime friend. Like, if we stop doing film-related stuff, we still
still be your friend.
Yeah, we'll still have plenty of stuff to do.
Because I like your wife, too. So.
Yeah, she's awesome. She's so good.
Yeah.
And we're going to watch an educational film that is basically a foot fetish film called Fantasy of Feet.
That's so funny that's following our discussion because of my shoe obsession.
Oh, that's right.
There's a film that was made about my shoe obsession called Kate Soul Obsessed by my friend Carolyn Kaler. She made it as a graduate thesis at CalArts. You might find it somewhere. I don't know if it's online, but yeah. Hey,
and how many shoes did you have at that time?
That time I had like 200 and some pairs.
200 and some pairs. And what
Ridiculous.
Are you down to now?
I don't even I haven't done a
You've gone
count.
up?
No, things have gone away. Things have entered. It's
All
quite
right.
different now as I get older. There's more sneakers.
Collectors be collecting. All right. So here's Fantasy of Feet.
All right,
Thank you so
enjoy.
much, Katie.
Oh, that was fun.
έμαθα πως είσαι μάγκας, είσαι και μπελαλής, πως γυρίζεις στις ταβέρνες, είσαι και μερακλής.
Everybody ready? This is the last go-round. Four ladies chain, grand chain across, turn 'em, you chain 'em back. Everybody join hands, circle up 8 and 8, hand rings, circle to the left. Reverse, single file, lady in the lead. When you get back home, face the partner, do-sa-do. Now turn to the corner, do an Allemande left. Come back and a right or left grand, round the ring.
All right, here we are. We got two guests, both people I'm incredibly fond of. Andy Urich. Andy, where are you?
Where am I right now? Sitting next to you, but professionally,
professionally, or
I'm an assistant professor of moving image archiving at University of Colorado Boulder.
Nice. And then Louisa Trout. Jesus. All right. We're only live.
There's another story behind
Yeah, I'm sure you have a Trott. Right.
Trott.
Right.
University of Tennessee, Knoxville. Currently arts and humanities librarian, but really a film archivist. Always a film archivist.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And she brings it, and by bringing it, I mean that she actually brought a 16mm projector.
I sure did.
To this conference, which is about film, and nobody else brought a projector.
Yeah.
I flew here.
I haven't brought it out yet, but it's here. I've got a projector and some film, so we might have a spontaneous movie show at some point. I don't know.
And that's what this is all about. It's the fact that she's like, well, we'll just set it up. Like we did a projector workshop a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
And you brought your car was full of projectors.
Yep.
And a dog. Right?
And a dog. Yep.
And then I think Dino and we showed up with projectors, and so we did a kind of a session to teach people how to service their 16 projectors.
Yep.
And so, trying to pass it on to the next generation of youngins.
Important to do right now. Share the knowledge that's around. I've just been talking to a person who's new to me here, Erica. She works in Michigan, Ann Arbor. She's a projectionist, full-time, full-paid projectionist. So it's good to meet people who are still doing that full-time. But yeah, that session that year where we did the small gauge projector maintenance workshop, we had a session where some people couldn't show up to the conference session, and so we just broke out a film projector. We had a little film show. It was great.
So use it or lose it. That's what it's all about. Is like find a projector. You got films. They have to be shown on a projector. I mean, I certainly scan stuff just for convenience, but I love showing stuff on a projector, and it's important.
So one of the things I do in my role as librarian, I work with cinema studies professors with the teaching faculty, and so I get to do guest lectures really, where I come in. We do film petting zoos, so students who are not necessarily studying film like production, but film kind of theory and culture. And they get a chance to see film projected. I project 16mm for them, and it blows their mind because they haven't seen that before.
Film petting zoo. I love that. Mm-hmm. That's brilliant. Because kids love. Because I've done workshops where I've had kids like do the non-photographic animation where they draw on the film and scratch the film, and that's a lot of fun. And they get to get their hands dirty with film. But
I think there's a way too that if they watch digitized film, college students, it's no different than swiping through, and it's TikTok and it's YouTube. But if you project the film and you show them the film print, then they pay more attention to the film.
Right.
You're invested in it.
And you show them the mechanism of how it works, and you see the individual frames going through the projector, and you see the flicker, and it's really and kids young kids love it, and like high school kids, they don't like anything, but sometimes I get them excited about the concept because they've never seen that before, and they won't see it at a movie theater anymore.
Nope.
So
and the sound as well. The sound is really what when we ask for feedback, the sound is really one of the things that they say is, it was hearing that projector, and also the smell. The smell of the film.
Yeah,
like
the stink,
the oil of the projector, the dust.
Sweating.
All right, thank you guys. Well, again, we're having guests who are good friends of mine who come to these professional conferences, and I enjoy spending time with them because they're wonderful, kind, incredibly diverse people. And so thank you for being on my 1500th show.
Congratulations. Thanks for the audience for watching this stuff and creating a community where Skip can share his collection and his knowledge and his love.
Yes, thanks so much, guys. All right, we're going to watch another crazy Magic Moments film. Enjoy.
can teach them a lesson. Here, Mark! Here, come on! Closer! Here, John. Jack, ain't no fun anymore. Let's go. Hey, lay off it! Hey, go ahead! Stop it!
All right, look who it is. Look who it is.
Hello.
It's Owen. You guys might remember Owen from when we did the interview with the filmmaker who made a bunch of Inside Out episodes.
John Allman.
John Allman. We did that. When did we do that? In the spring?
I'm guessing it's got to be about between 4 and 6 months ago.
Okay, yeah.
Maybe 6.
Yeah, so he comes to this conference, and where are you located now?
I'm based in Rochester at the Rochester Institute of Technology.
Nice. And we met and we had lunch and talked about maybe doing future stuff, more projects from Agency for Instructional Television, because I found out I have more films. And so, yeah, maybe we would get John to come back and talk about some of these others in the series that he did. Because there was what series did we figure out he did?
So, well, he worked on Self-Incorporated and Think About and Powerhouse.
Right.
Beyond Inside Out, which is what we were featuring in that.
Yeah.
In that talk.
Yeah. So, and so you're working on a book about all of this, right?
I'm working on a book. It's a big book, so I'm publishing along the way and kind of journal articles and book chapters because the book has become so big with 5 years thus far in oral histories and archival research.
Right.
But it's still working towards that, and at the same time publishing along the way. So there'll be an article that this 16 millimeter Century 16 millimeter journal based on the conference should be coming out in 2026.
Okay.
That'll have an AIT film in it, and I just have something that I just submitted to the Moving Image Archive Journal, so one piece at a time as we move forward.
Right, and so one of the things that's interesting is you're looking for old episodes featuring John Robbins.
Oh yeah, so I presented at this conference on John Robbins' work, so definitely trying to recover some of the lost episodes of Bookbird and Storybound. Right, Retro Ontario found a couple on off-air half-inch video cassette a few years ago, which is great. So trying to recover lost John Robbins, definitely.
Right, and so context, if you're my age, there's a very good chance in watching public television that you've seen John Robbins, and he predates Reading Rainbow, but is very similar in the vibe, in that it would be, he would talk about the story, then somebody, was it him reading mostly?
So Paul Lally was often narrating. Paul Lally goes on to direct Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood in the 80s, but Robbins would introduce the book and then sketch it usually with colored pencils, and you kind of go into the book, and Lally sometimes would take over narration and have beautiful music, so chapter books for 4th, 5th, and 6th graders usually.
Right.
And he started that in '65 with Cover to Cover at WETA, and then eventually doing series with Ray Gladfelter. He did Read It in 1982 for Agency for Instructional Television, and not enough of his stuff is available basically from my perspective. And I've been interviewing colleagues and family working on
and that's part of the problem is because a lot of that was video. And so video with film, when people would make films, they would distribute it. So there's copies that made their ways to schools and libraries and stuff. But with video, it's harder. And it's it's a tinier number of duplications. And in some cases, it would go to a PBS affiliate, and then they would send it back, or they would trash it. they wouldn't hold on to it. So
they're shot on film but distributed on video, and we think there might be this series Matter of Fiction, which like won a National Academy of Television Arts and Sciences Award, that I think may have been distributed on film also. So if anyone comes across Matter of Fiction,
right, and I think I might have. So we'll revisit this at some point. But Owen, thanks for. Again, here's another person that I like hanging out with. We talk about lots of different things, and then we were like, okay, let's dig into this and let's try to find what these films mean, put context behind them. Let's talk to the people who made them if we can find them.
Definitely.
All that is really great. And so thanks, man.
Yeah, and thank you. Skip's a treasure, as you know, out there, and we know here too. So
awesome.
Thanks for everything you do.
We're going to continue watching some baffling Encyclopedia Britannica films. This is Guessing Game. All right. We have our next guest, Ivy Donnell. Ivy, where are you from? What do you do?
I work for the National Archives and the Motion Picture Preservation Lab in College Park, Maryland. So I do preservation work, digitization, a lot of materials similar to what Skip has.
Yes. And are you in the basement?
Yes, it is technically the basement, but if there is an atrium with some skylight,
okay,
so you can see daytime occasionally.
That's the one thing about watching, what was it, Poker Face, that they have a whole episode where there's a film archivist, and he's basically in the basement.
Yeah, it's a nice basement. I'll put it that way. It's a very nice basement.
I mean, some people choose it. Like, I totally choose it. Like, I don't want to see like all those people upstairs. I want to be focused and in my space.
This is the most daylight we've gotten in a while, I think.
Yes. So over the years, like, we have seen each other at Bastard Film Encounters and at conferences, and one of the things recently that I talked with you about was Hoja. Was the marionette series made by the United States Information Agency as anti-communist propaganda for Iran, but also, I guess, other Middle Eastern.
Yeah, I think it might have been distributed in multiple countries in that region. But yeah, they produced a lot of anti-communist and also just anti-neutrality films. It wasn't just don't be communist, but it was like you have to choose this side or else bad things could happen in your country,
right?
And we're going to express that through folk tales.
Yeah, it's really strange.
Cartoons.
I mean, and so a lot of times we'd watch these, and I know that some people on the channel hate Hoja, but I'm just, I mean, that's the thing, is like
some of them are creepy looking, so I get it.
Right. And so it's a head scratcher. I'm like, wait a minute, like what are they talking about? And my favorite character, I can't remember his name. He's the young radical leftist.
Yeah.
But he talks like this.
Yeah.
So you know he's not a good character because he talks like this.
It's always causing trouble.
Yeah, exactly. So I love the characters. And then you clued me in to that crazy one.
Yeah.
That is hand puppets.
Yeah, for whatever reason they had a different company for one episode. And it's kind of scary looking, and it's the same concept, but it's just way different looking, and it's even less effective in my opinion.
Yeah.
The other ones are kind of beautiful, and this one's terrifying.
Right. Yeah. I guess there's a ballet or a with marionettes. There's something like more meditative, and then the hand puppets is just it's cartoony, and you like the eyes are bulgy.
The eyes are giant.
Yeah. It's just
looking.
Yeah. It was wrong. So I think that was like they went with that, and they're like, nope, that's not going to do it.
Yeah.
So, so all the Hojas are available on the Narrow website, right?
I believe so, yeah.
And then did you write about the blog posting about that, or somebody else?
A colleague of mine did. The Unwritten Record is an excellent blog where we write about interesting finds in our collection. But yeah, there's a really good blog post about Hoja if you want to learn more. And it has links to all the catalog records so you can watch things there.
Right. And so, that blog is, I go there often just to kind of see, like, what are the holdings and then what has piqued the interest, because you see a lot of stuff. You and your colleagues see an inordinate amount of stuff. And to see what bubbles to the top.
Yeah, we all sort of have our own interests. Some of us like puppets. I really like cartoons. And so we just gravitate towards things, and if it looks interesting, or if we know, researchers might like that, then we write a blog post.
Right.
Yeah.
So what is one of the cartoons that you have discovered that somebody can watch from the site that you were like, you totally have to check out this one?
Kind of in the same vein as the Hoja puppets, there are these cartoons that were made in Mexico, and it's the company that ended up making Rocky and Bullwinkle, actually. So,
wow.
Yeah, a lot of...
I've shown some of these, and they're in Spanish. Many of them are in Spanish.
Yeah. And a lot of these companies, they had these government contracts, and then once they earned money from that, then they started their own studios, and I think the Ninja Turtles studio also had a government contract early on.
Wow.
So we have a whole bunch of stuff that are like the beginnings of what turned into a major cartoon. So those are really fun. But there's a blog post about those cartoons from Mexico, and they're also kind of fun to watch.
Yeah, and here I thought, so I've always given National Film Board of Canada credit for, funding, burgeoning animators.
Yeah.
But here we were using tax dollars to fund the
Ninja Turtles.
The Ninja Turtles and Rocky and Bullwinkle.
Eventually, yeah.
That is money well spent.
I agree.
Well invested.
Yes.
All right. So thank you so much for joining us, Ivy.
This is wonderful.
And this is our 1500th episode.
Congratulations.
And she's one of the people that I enjoy seeing at these conferences, just to hang out. We don't even talk about films. We just hang out.
We do talk about a lot of films.
Yeah, we talk about a lot of films, but we talk about other stuff too. We're well-rounded people. So thanks again.
Thank you.
And enjoy the conference.
Right. Left. Right. Left. Right. Left. Right. Left.
Lou, it's just me. Everybody had to rush off to panels, but I appreciate them, obviously, and I hope you appreciate the fact that I kind of showed you what my world is like. And films are great. I love collecting films. I love watching them. I love showing them. But it's really the people that have kept me in this field for such a long time. And it's people like you. I mean, really, I would not have been able to do 1,500 episodes if I did not have the wonderful support and feedback from you guys. Like, this is part of why I do what I do, and I very much appreciate you being there for that. Because if I wasn't getting the feedback, I would have done this during COVID, but I probably wouldn't have continued doing it. And it's because we have spent so much time together, and there's new people showing up all the time, and I appreciate all of you. Certainly the donations, they're nice, they're very nice, but it's really the people, it's the support, it's the community. And so I showed you some of my community of other film and video archive people, but you are just as important to me as far as watching this stuff and doing this stuff. And I wanted to share, like, where I'm kind of secreted away in the corner, but like over near me is Mr. Trash Wheel, which is I guess it is a trash gatherer that was made. I think it was kind of a grassroots project. It goes out and it scoops up plastic bags and debris and basically puts it into some sort of barge or something, and it's solar powered. Anyways, and it's got big googly eyes, which I couldn't show you, but that's been my partner, my hidden partner. It's been giving me great joy. But Baltimore is awesome. I love it. But yes, so tomorrow is probably going to be pre-recorded. I don't think I'm going to do another live show because this was a lot of work. I love you guys, but it was a lot. And I also I'm doing a presentation about video stores tomorrow, so that's going to take my energy away. But I appreciate the time that we spent together, and then the time that we will continue to spend together. So again, this is to celebrate our 1,500th episode, and the fact that we have more than 200,000 subscribers. So thank you so much for that. And I will see you tomorrow, maybe. Everybody take care. Love you guys. We'll see you soon.